Overcomers unanimous. Powerline number 7. Wrong words at wrong times lead to wrong results. Choose your words wisely. You can't take them back. Words have power. They can build up or they can hurt. Words can be said many different ways. Certain words are triggers. Certain tones can be a trigger. I can remember certain words when I was 10 years old that people said to me. Example, I would walk into the pool room during a baseball game and the Yankees would lose and they said, "Don't come around anymore, you're a jinx." So I believed I was a jinx. Then after a while, I looked at it and I found out that 90% of the time I went, they won. So actually, I was a good luck charm in a sense. Not a jinx, but the word jinx stuck in my head. See, words have power. The words we allow into our minds and ponder in our hearts turn into the very things we end up believing and staking our lives on. Thus, we must be very careful what we honestly consider and ponder, just as we must be very careful what we say. Words do reflect or portray or announce what we feel and believe. To be a good tree producing good fruit, we must carefully decide which words to let into our heart. And we must be careful to allow only those words which reflect our heart to come forth out of our mouth. There is perhaps nothing sadder than watching someone lose it all because of what they said without thinking. There is power. There is great power within our words. Aesop told this fable. Once upon a time, a donkey found a lion's skin. He tried it on, strutted around, and frightened many animals. Soon a fox came along, and the donkey tried to scare him too. But the fox, hearing the donkey's voice, said, "If you want to terrify me, you'll have to disguise your bray." Aesop's moral is, clothes may disguise a fool, but his words will give him away. It has been said that it doesn't take much to derail a whole train. Just a kink or a break in the tracks or something that is intentionally or maybe unintentionally has been placed on the track can create or cause a train to jump and derail its tracks and cause a lot of destruction. There is power in words, and words have influence. The word may be small or seem insignificant, but it can derail you. When I was young, the older folks used to say to us, when we said something that we had no business saying, "You better watch your mouth," and that is true. Proverbs 18:6-7 says, "A fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth calleth for strokes. A fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof." A fool, or one who doesn't think before he talks, finds himself in trouble because he speaks thoughtlessly from a corrupt heart. His words are so out of place that others whip him in this passage. And his talk is his downfall. It ensnares him. Now consider 4 things quickly about the words we choose to speak. Is it true? Is it complete? Is it necessary? Is it kind? First, is it true? Before you repeat a statement, make sure it is true. Someone said, "I believe half of what I see and nothing of what I hear." Just because someone said it doesn't make it true, unless, of course, it's on the internet. Only kidding. It's easy to jump to a wrong conclusion. It's like the dog who was named August. August was always jumping and snarling at other dogs. But one day, he jumped and snarled at a wolf. Guess what day that was? It was the last day of August. No pun intended. Before you believe something, before you repeat something, make sure it's true. Second, make sure it is complete. It's easy to get half of the story. Sometimes what's said is true, but the information we get is not always complete. Some folks like to leave out certain information because it makes their gossip spicy or their story more powerful in their mind. But tell somebody, make sure you get the whole story. And third, is it necessary? What you say may be true. It may be complete, but it's not necessary to say at that time or in that way or in that tone. If it's not going to build up, then maybe we need to shut up. Ephesians 4:15 says, "Speak the truth in love, that we may be more like Christ." See, God wants us to build people up in the faith, not tear them down. They know they're down. You know you're down. We need to tell them how to get up, and we need to do it with the love of God. And fourth, we need to determine, is it kind? Romans 10:12 says, "Be kindly affectioned one to another with brotherly love, in honor preferring one another." Think about it. If you don't say it, they can't repeat it. Remember the old rhyme, "Sticks and stones will break my bones, the words will never hurt me"? That is not true. However, when we understand and think about it, sticks and stones do hurt us physically, but words hurt us so much deeper and permanently, especially emotionally. They can do us great harm. They have power. They can hurt forever. Just think about how words can really be hurtful, how they can bring wrong results into the life of any individual. When you or someone says to you, "You can't do anything right. It's all your fault. You're ugly. You're stupid. That idea is ridiculous. You're incompetent," and so on and so on. The insults carve up someone's self-worth and who they are until they feel dead, depressed, certainly abused. Words harm. Words have power. Words can also bring hope, though, a new life, even purpose into somebody's life. Good, kind words, truthful words, can make a difference in a person's life. Just think of these uplifting words. "I believe in you. You can do it. You've got what it takes. I care about you. Your ideas are great. I appreciate what you're doing." And with these kind words, people are built up and encouraged in life. Words can build up a person. Again, words have power. Ecclesiastes 10:12-14. "The words of a wise man's mouth are gracious, but the lips of a fool will swallow up himself. The beginning of the words of his mouth is foolishness, and the end of his talk is mischievous madness. A fool also is full of words. A man cannot tell what shall be, and what shall be after him, who can tell him?" Words have power. You can say the right words the wrong way, the right words the wrong time, or with the wrong tone. Words, angry words, bitter words, hateful words, helpful words, words that just sound wrong. Example, you can say, "You big dummy, you messed up." Or you could say, "You're a big dummy." It sounds different. Here's an acrostic for those of us who tend to say things we may later regret. It's based on the word think. T, truth. Am I telling the truth? H, help. Will saying this be helpful or beneficial? I, inspire. Will my words inspire or encourage? N, necessary. Are my words necessary? And K, kind. Are my words kind and caring? So before we speak, we need to think. With our words, we can bless God, we can curse men. Out of the same mouth proceeds blessing and cursing. My friends, things not ought to be that way. Question. If someone paid you 10 cents for every kind word you said about people and collected 5 cents for every unkind word you said, would you be rich or poor? Powerline number 7. Wrong words at wrong times lead to wrong results.